Hello and welcome to a tutorial of Red Panda Surprise. This was kindly gifted by the publisher. I'll start by going through the multiplayer game for 3 players or more, and then we'll look at the 2 to 3 player game, and lastly the solo mode. Just for reference, in each set of number cards you have this sequence 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10 and 11. Here's a setup for 3 players. Each player gets one set of the same colour of 9 cards, and they also get one swap card each, and then you shuffle those and each player draws 5 cards from their deck. You also put in the middle the surprise plus 10 tokens and a discard token. So each player will take the top 5 cards from their shuffled deck, and that will be their hand. And for learning purposes, I'll show you what they've got. In the simple version of this game, each player chooses 2 cards from their hand to put down. So for example, I could put these 2 down, and this player could put down these 2. And the thing is that the highest sum will win, but the person with the lowest sum gets a surprise plus 10 token. So we could do a reveal, 1, 2, show, and at the same time everybody reveals their cards. So in this case, this person's got the lowest sum, so they get a plus 10. This person has won the round, they get to discard their cards to the discard pile by the discard token. Everybody else puts their cards to the bottom of their deck. Then everyone draws from the top of their deck back to a hand of 5. So winning, if anyone has no deck and 3 or fewer cards in their hand, they win. Otherwise, everyone goes back to the first step. So just to show you round 2, let's say this person decides to play a swap card this time. This one plays these cards. This one plays also a swap card, and they simultaneously reveal their cards. Now here, they're going to play their swap card, and this person is also going to play their swap card. And what it means is they can swap this card with a card from another player's hand. As there were 2 swap cards played in a round, you start with the youngest player and then go clockwise. So let's say this person's the youngest, and they swap with this one here. They didn't see at random, they've got this now. And this person swaps at random with this person, and they actually swap with a swap card by surprise. This is called annihilation, and both of these cards get discarded. Now the person with the lowest sum gets a plus 10 token. The highest sum gets to discard their cards. As these ones are tied for highest, they both get to discard their cards. So if you want more strategy, instead of playing 2 cards at once, just choose 1 card from your hand and reveal it. Then after you've seen each other's cards, you get a second card from your hand and simultaneously reveal that. So for example, you would choose 1 card, simultaneously reveal, and then having seen the other people's cards, you would then choose a second card and simultaneously reveal that for more strategy. If you want a more advanced game, you can use these green secret cards. During setup, each player puts a random secret card into their deck without showing it to the other players. Each one's got a unique ability. For example, this is a table swap card. You can swap it with the number card of your choice that someone else played. This counts as a 0 for them. This is a trash swap. You can swap this card with any single card of your choice in the discard pile. This counts as a 0 if there are no discarded cards yet. This is a trap card. If someone plays a swap and takes this card from your hand, the game ends and you win the game. This counts as a 0 if you play it yourself. This adds -1 to your sum. There's a plus 13 card. These 2 cards are if you're playing the simple version of the game where you're choosing 2 cards to put down simultaneously. In here, if you're starting with 2 cards instead of 1, it will double or half the value of the other card you played with it in that pair. Now I'll show you the setup for a 2-player game. We put these 2 treasure chests in the center of the table. We put the surprise plus 10 tokens in the table's middle and the discard token. For 2 players, each player makes a deck with 3 sets of number cards, 1 swap card each, and 1 random secret card, which is one of these green cards at random to each player. If you were playing with 3 players, you do the same, but you would just take away 1 set of the number cards. Each player shuffles their deck and draws 5 cards. Each player plays 1 card from their hand of 5, so they would pick which card they're going to choose, say, for example, they had this and this, and let's say they put 1 to each card. They would choose, I'm just going to do it at random for the sake of the video, here and here, and then they do a reveal. If there were any swap cards, you would do the swapping here, and then they again put 1 card to each treasure chest, so they're playing 4 cards each round, and then they do another reveal. Then we start by looking at the cards by the big treasure chest. So this player here played the red cards, so these are his cards, and this one played these ones. You can see he's got the lowest sum. You would add a 10 surprise token there. So he's actually won here because he's got 13 versus 12. He gets to discard his cards here, but he also gets to discard 1 card from his deck to the discard pile because he won from this big treasure chest, which shows you that the winner gets to discard 1 of their cards. Then we look at what cards were played by the little treasure chest. We know that this player played all the red cards. He's got the lowest sum, so he gets the plus 10. And because of that, he actually wins that. He doesn't get anything extra other than to discard his cards to the discard pile. Then players draw their hand back up to 5. So again, with the winning, if anyone has no deck and 3 or fewer cards in the hand, they win. Otherwise, everyone goes back to the first step. Multiple players can win. So I'm now going to show you the setup for the solo game. You start by laying out 6 of the 7 swap cards in a row and flip them over. I'm going to start by showing you the simple solo mode first. So for that, we're going to get rid of all the green cards, all the zeros, of which there are 7 of them, and the extra swap card. Then we'll take the rest of the cards and shuffle them. Each of these 6 cards represents a discard pile, and underneath each discard pile is 1 playable spot. Then put 1 card face up in each playable spot. Every turn we're either doing a simple discard or combo discard. For the simple discard, we're discarding the card or cards in a playable spot that's got a value exactly 1 higher or lower than another playable spot's value. For example, we could discard this 2 because we've got a 3. So we would do this. And then we would refill that spot. A combo discard is when you combine all the cards from 2 or more playable spots into one of your playable spots. Then you discard the card or cards in a playable spot with a value exactly 1 higher or lower than the value of the newly combined card's sum. For example, I could put this 3, add it to the 7 to make a 10, and then I could discard this 9 because it's 1 value less than that 10. I then refill those spots. You can't combine cards together if you can't discard something because of it after combining. You win if you discard all the cards in the deck except for the cards remaining in 1 playable spot. You lose if you have cards in 2 or more playable spots and can't discard anything. For the advanced game, you take these cards and shuffle them into the deck. These 2 cards apply to all other cards in its playable spots. Overall, I think this is a really fun, family-friendly game, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for something cozy, cute and clever.